What's up? It's Robin. Just letting you know that I am stuck in quarantine, but I have to go to the store and get some more milk. So I thought this cow would be appropriate, even though all of my milk comes from oats. So anyway, here's your shout out.
Hey everybody, just checking in with the students and leaders to see how you guys are all doing. We're doing fine, hanging out with the animals a lot, working a little bit. Hope everybody is well. Love you all, miss you. Hope we can get together soon.
Hey CSM, I just want to send a shout out from my lab here in Oshkosh. I hope you are all doing well, staying healthy, and staying chill. Take care.
A little bit of trivia from history is that as of tomorrow, April 30th, 231 years ago, George Washington was inaugurated. He gave this little handy-dandy speech there. There's a lot of old words, but if you happen to look it up on the internet, you can find a very wise man who followed the Lord and who was not ashamed to also serve his country.
Hey CSM, miss you guys. Special shout out to my small group guys, Jaden, Z, Harrison, Channing, Dylan, Isaac, Ethan, Brant, and just can't wait to meet with you guys again, do some steak and scriptures. And hey, Sam and Gavin, knock it off with the chats already.
Hey CSM! Annika, Jen, and Madison here. We missed you guys. Today we made some cinnamon bread.
Make sure to send in your shout out video so we can see what you're up to too. Bye!
Whoa, I was having major technical issues again. This is getting to be too much for me to handle with these technology issues. I hope it's working now, and I don't even have the chat open, so give me a second to see if you guys can actually see what's going on. Oh, if you guys double audio. Can actually see what's Hold on. All right, is it good? Can you hear me? Are we good? I know you had double audio for a second. I just need to see the chats here, what's going on. Anybody? I know you're all voting yes. Okay, audio is good. It was the weirdest thing. So I was trying to do the audio, and then it was like not letting me scroll down to where I needed to go. So then I'm closing windows, and it's just fun being, working with technology. Every week something new happens. And so anyway, at least you can hear me right away. Guys, my hair is no longer blue. I swear I used semi-permanent stuff. And I just took normal showers. I didn't take extra showers, just like a normal human being would. And it all washed out within a week. And so I don't have blue hair anymore. I'm sorry. Special shout out right now to Mr. Zach Melgren. What's going on? He's here because he heard that John Ruck's beard is on the line. If we get 100 viewers, then the beard is going to get shaved. So we're at what, 47 right now? Sam, the cookies were awesome. Did I not text you? Sam is my hero. He dropped off cookies, my love language. I think I ate them all within 5 minutes. No, I didn't, but I did eat them very quickly. 59 is what we're saying, or 50. Okay, 50. But I was thinking I might just bleach my hair anyway because it's fun. And when we're in quarantine, like, why not just do some fun stuff, Jeremiah, is that actually you or is that Aurora? Are we just, as everybody on here right now? Oh, John, this is what happens when your beard is on the line. Everybody is coming out to see what's going to happen. And so I'm glad that this is working. You liked my blue hair? Well, thank you. I liked it too. And I wasn't trying to wash it out, but at the same time, I wasn't trying to keep it forever. And so, how's everybody doing? I got a Mountain Dew. Feeling pretty good right now. On the segments tonight, we got a special one with Mr. John Ruck. who's going to teach you guys a special woodworking project that you can just do with wood scraps around the house. It's really awesome. And then what else we got? We got a lip sync versus a talent show, I guess you could say. It's a drum solo from our very own Sully against the reigning Lampy sisters. And so who knows what's going to happen there, but you guys will get to vote on that. If you're new here, like Evan, welcome. Thank you. Zach, Jeremiah, Shannon. Awesome. Shannon's here too. You guys might not know, if you just type in the chat, you can vote for which color works down there. I know that there's only 4. There's probably some other colors. And the thing I was wondering today, do you guys think black is a coffee? Or coffee, I read Ethan. Thank you. A color. Do you think black is a color? Because I think it is, and I like black. But then at the same time, I was like, black's not, I mean, is it a color? Yes, black is a color. Okay, thank you guys for backing that up. I don't know. We talked a couple weeks ago about mixing colors. Remember, I'm just, it's not my forte. I don't know. All I know is that yellow and blue makes green. That is the one thing I remembered. It's a shade. Whoa, Kennedy. For those of you that didn't know, that's Kennedy's middle name. Just in case you were wondering, it's not a misspelling of her last name or anything, which I apologize, Kennedy, for mistaking that last week. Jaden's here too. What up? I thought white is the absence of color. Is black the absence of color? I don't know. But either way, it's been awesome for you guys hanging out tonight. It's been awesome preparing this episode tonight. And we're going to kick it off. We're going to get right into this with John Ruck. All right, so stand by because I got to mute the audio and then I got to play John's video all in the same swoop. So now that would have been when I got to see what's going on here with now that we would definitely, okay. I am not dyeing my beard. All right, it's going to stain the skin and it's just going to create quite a mess. But I'm thinking about bleaching my hair, like on the top, doing some cool bleach stuff. I don't know. Anyway, all right, you guys, let's get into this. This is John Ruck here. All right, so stand by.
All right, guys, welcome back to the corner. Today we're going to make a birdhouse, and so we're going to just use boards we've got laying around. So I think we're gonna use this pine board here. That should work. Now, before we actually start cutting into this, we need to make a plan. Let's do that right now.
All right, let's draw this up.
So, birdhouse. Right. All right, there we go.
All right, let's start cutting. All right, first we're gonna use the bottom.
Take the bottom, right?
Well, fall else fails, just, grab some tape. We'll just tape it up.
That's safer.
Well, there you have it. You have a birdhouse now. We covered it in foil, so it'll protect them from the aliens too. There you go.
Thank you, John Ruck, for teaching us how to build an birdhouse with not allowing the aliens to read the bird's thoughts. I I work with a dentist. They won't like it, Tommy. That's true. But actually, think about this, Trudy. If people did it with their teeth and then they needed more dental work, then wouldn't the dentist actually like that? In theory? Guys, I got to remember how this works. Okay. Right here is my cell phone number. I want to stay connected with you guys outside of this on a Wednesday night. And so feel free to text me, call me. You can add me on Instagram, Thomas Scott Canau. I know it's kind of a long one. I did get TikTok. I haven't quite used it yet because I'm not the greatest with social media, but I'm trying. All right. My main goal is that I want to be connected with you guys. And so whatever that takes, I will learn. All right. If a thing has to be named after you, what would that thing be? Or what would be that thing? A vegetable, a type of furniture, an animal, insect, a type of shoe. I think I would go with a type of furniture. I think I would like to be some sort of like couch, maybe, you know, just kind of casual lounging couch. Zach Milgren would like to be a shoe. Is there a typing? Oh, I did. Guys, here's the deal. I'm not great at my typing abilities. All right. I do it quickly and then I don't proofread anything. So yeah, that's misspelled. You're going to learn in trivia later that there are going to be probably more things misspelled, but I'm trying to get better at it. Gavin, were you tuned in when John Ruck called you guys out about the chat? You and Sam? That was pretty funny in the beginning. I was frantically trying to get the audio to work, so I didn't even know if that. I think the whole thing played, right? Did it all work? Yeah, it was funny. He called you out. He, at the end of his shout out video of saying hey to everyone, he said, "Hey, Gavin, knock it off." Actually, he didn't just call you out. He called you and Sam or Ethan. I don't know. Maybe it was Ethan. Whatever. All right, we have our. I don't even know what to call it. Our video battle, we'll just say, because we got some lip sync. It's not really TikTok. And then we have a talent show with a drum solo. So is Sully here? Because he has got to represent himself if he wins. Sully, are you here? We're going to like awkwardly wait to see if you're here. We don't know. All right. Well, either way, he really wants to win the cheese. The 6-week-old cheese. So he might just win that because I don't think anybody else would want that anyway. You're calling Sully? All right, that's good. Either way, this is going to air, so hopefully he catches it. But guys, after this airs, you get to vote, and your votes are going to determine who wins. All right? And then I need to actually deliver prizes this week. I apologize. I didn't forget to deliver, but today it kind of got away from me. And then the weather was not like the greatest outside, so I didn't really feel like driving around. But tomorrow I'm going to be delivering prizes. And actually, if it's your birthday, or if it was your birthday, since this quarantine has happened, you have to text me right there or email me, because I'm going to drive around with the impossible shot on my car, and you guys can have a chance to still do the impossible shot, win $100 cash, win a candy bar or something from the merch store or something like that. So it's going to take you, though, giving me your address so that we can arrange a time for me to show up, and then I'll just throw the balls to your front step or something, and then you can chuck them at my car as the backdrop. It's going to be awesome. I got a GoPro and everything to film it. So let me know. All right, here we go. You guys ready for this battle? It is going to be between our reigning champs. Well, we have 2 reigning champs, don't we? But either way, one set of reigning champs, the Lampy sisters, and our boy Sully giving us a little drum solo. So here we go.
What's up, my mammals? This is Sid the Sloth from the movie Ice Age, and we're about to do this new dance, the Continental Drift. It's time to get up on your feet. It's easy to do. Just follow me. Move it out. Do the Sid. Take it back. And do the Sid. Step left. Then drift. Step right. And then drift. Crisscross. And do the man-made. Crisscross. And do the man-made. Now jump, jump, wiggle your rump, and walk it out like granny.
Alright, see you CSM. Hope you're doing good tonight. This one is called The Light Show. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I really found that drum solo to be right up my alley, mainly because of my background. But both did such an awesome job. Thank you for submitting your videos. That is so fun to be able to do that and to be able to battle you guys against each other. See, it doesn't even matter if it's not both lip syncs. We're doing whatever. TikToks, talent show videos. Max, still waiting for your trick shot video. But now it is up to you guys to vote. Who is the winner, Team Sully or Team Lampy? Thank you again for doing that and participating. So fun. I was only thinking with the drum solo, if all the drums lit up, then that would have been really sick. The light up drumsticks was pretty clever. I liked it, but man, could you imagine if like the whole thing was going with lights? It would have been pretty crazy. This is neck and neck right now. So, Team Lampy just pulled ahead. Now, it does reset the votes at some point, so I'll go back if it does and rewatch it. So wherever it gets to at this point before it resets, that's going to be the votes for the winner, okay? You can also text me your vote if you're watching from your TV and you're like, I can't vote on this thing because I'm just watching from my TV. No worries. Text me your vote. I'll pop it in. Team Sully and Team Lampy, neck and neck. This is awesome. You can change your answer too. If you type in a new name in the chat, I know I have a blue stain on this shoulder. My son and daughter both decided to color their mustaches and a goatee on their faces. And then he came up and hugged me and rubbed it into my shirt. This side. Washable markers. It's fine. It's what happens when you have kids, you know? Where are we at? 24-20. Ooh, you better get your votes in because it's going to reset soon. 29-25. Wow. This is good. This is probably like the most votes we've had for a video yet. So could you weight your answer by voting 20? No, you cannot. It'll change. It'll change your answer, but it won't add more to your answer, if that makes sense. Like you can vote, but if you vote 30 times, it doesn't mean you get 30 votes. We're up to 54 right now. Is that what you guys got too? We're a long way from 100, but John really wants to shave his beard. He's got some really fun ideas. So you guys got to invite your friends. It's cool. Hopefully your parents and stuff are hanging out too. It's fun having families together. But invite your friends. You guys can do, I don't know, can you do watching parties through YouTube like you can on Facebook? Probably not. But Facebook's just so lame. So I'm sticking with YouTube no matter what. There are 58 and 54. Yeah, that is true. So somehow it doesn't quite work. But like I said, this thing is a little glitchy. It will vote and then it'll just disappear too. So the rules are supposed to be that you can only vote once or you can switch your vote. And it might have already like in its mind erased some of the votes and then, I don't know, whatever. But all I know is that Team Sully somehow has 44 votes and Team Lampy has 18. So maybe you can stack the deck. Who knows? I thought I knew, but apparently I don't. All right, we have two more things. We have the devotional thought for tonight, and then we have three things. We have the trivia as well, and then we have the drawing. So if you guys submitted a video or participated in a video. So the first week we were able to do some things in the community room still, and so I counted you in there. But if you sent me a video or did that, your name is in this. And I think I had 14 names. That is how many individual people participated in videos. And so next month, it all starts over again. At the end of the month, we'll do another drawing. I think I'm probably just going to do CSM merch so that you can just text me what you want from the merch store and I'll order it from you, and then I'll just ship it right to your house. Keeps it really simple. And you can order sweatshirt, hat, shirt, whatever you want. And I think it's safe to say that Team Sully has won tonight. Sully, voting for yourself. I love it. All right. So anyway, can I enter me speed drawing? What is speed drawing? Like you just like drawing really fast? Yeah, if you want to do something unique to what you enjoy, if it's drawing, like you got to somehow do it in a video form. So if it's filming you drawing really fast, I mean, the video, we're not going to do 20-minute videos. Sully did send me a 2-minute drum solo and I cut it down to 1. Sorry, buddy. But we just, we can't keep the drum solo going all night. I mean, I probably wouldn't mind it, but some people might after a while think. It's like a minute long? Yeah, that sounds sweet. Send it in. I think that'd be sweet. Kelsey, the leaders already did get merch, but you were at school, so we'll have to see. We do have a new segment coming up next week that I'm really excited about. The only thing I'm going to tell you guys is it's called the hot seat. I won't tell you any more details other than that, so you're going to have to tune back in next week. And it's not just a question and answer interview. It is going to be fun. So next week, that is our new segment. It is called the hot seat. I'm going to be doing leaders who you might not know very well as I'd like to get the graduating class. So seniors who are going to be leaving and not attending next fall, or this fall, I guess I should say. I want to get you guys, gals, in the hot seat as well. So that is my plan starting for next week. If you guys have ideas for segments that you'd like to see, you can text them. Doesn't mean I'm going to do them. Sorry. But I'm always open for ideas to give it a shot. All right. You want the drawing now or before trivia? First person to write their answer wins. Now. All right, Vivian. Now, oh, sorry, Brian, you weren't the first to answer, so everybody's doing now. Now, Vivian, your name is not in here because I tried to get you to do a lip sync battle, you and Faith, and you guys turned me down. So, just saying, we have another month, all right? All right. I'm not trying to publicly shame you or anything because I got to shake it up really good. I don't want anyone to say, well, he cheated. All right, here we go. For our first winner of the month, we have oh man, it's so hard when your camera's backwards. Sorry. Ha! Gavin. It's Gavin. Congratulations, buddy. I already know where you live, so you don't need to send me your address, but you do need to go look at the merch store and tell me what you would like me to ship you. Congratulations, Gavin. If you guys didn't see Gavin, you're like, I didn't see him in a video. Brenna's awesome lip sync battle. What are you coughing for me? Why did you cough? Brenna's awesome lip sync battle. He was actually dressed, I think it was in the mushroom guy or the marshmallow guy, right? Was it the marshmallow guy? Anyway, congratulations. Vivian, what did I do? Why are you shaming me right now? By the way, what did I miss? When I remember, what does your hot seat look like in a math class? I'm curious if it's going to be the same thing that we do. Yeah, because who shames people in public? Yes. Okay, I see where the Tommy cough comes in now. Sorry, I had to catch up on my chat here. All right. Sully, I think you've won. I think you've overthrown the Lampy sisters. Congratulations. You are going to need to send me your address so that I can deliver your prize. All right. All right. We have the drawing. Congratulations to Gavin. Do you guys want to just see who would have been second place? 'Cause sometimes it's just fun, you know? It's like the participation trophy. You know, it just feels good, even though it means nothing. Becca Birschbach, you would have been second. Sorry. But you are, why are you depressed? Something happened today. There'll be a drawing next month if that's what you're sad about. We'll do another drawing. Don't worry. You guys got to send me your videos, though, if you want to be in the drawing, because I could do some pretty awesome prizes. And if I have enough in here, then I'll up the ante. I'll do an even bigger prize, maybe like a $50 gift card or something like that. All right, we're going to head into our devotional thought for the night. And so stick with me because after that is trivia. We have 58 people watching. If we get 100 people watching, John Ruck is going to shave his beard. 75 people, I don't know. We'll figure something out. Maybe shaving my beard isn't cool because Zach did it and he just looked so good when he shaved his that I can't keep up with Zach Melgren in that. Hey, how many Merrill middle school students do we have here? He's been making some fun videos for them. Maybe he can show me his ways. Who's making fun videos? Sully, you did win something, but you need to tell me your address so I can deliver your prize. And I think I heard you wanted the cheese. You won the cheese, buddy. All right. If you guys got ideas, like I said, let me know. We're going to head into the devotional thought. Otherwise, stick with me, and then we'll do the trivia at the end for some more chances of winning some prizes. Well, since we can't meet in this room, I thought I would bring this room to you guys tonight for our devotional thought. I wanted to share a story as we got into this thought about a time from my childhood where I got caught lying about something. And it's not to say that I never lied, it's just that I don't remember a really good story about it. I even reached out to my parents and they were like, yeah, we don't remember a specific story that we caught you in this big lie either. And what we decided is that I probably had the tendency to ask for forgiveness after I did something instead of permission. And so in a way, it was kind of like lying because I just never told them what I was going to do. For instance, one time my buddy and I went snowboarding off the roof. Now, I don't recommend that. Parents, if you're watching, I'm not telling your kids to do that. They should ask you for permission. But I remember there's no way my parents are going to give us permission, so we did it. And then when we got caught, we sought forgiveness and a grounding. And so tonight we are talking about truth. And so I decided that let's play a game instead. Now, if you're at home and you're like, how do I participate in this game? You can write in the comments section if you're on the YouTube page. If you're just watching from a device or a TV, you could talk about it just to yourself out loud or to anybody who's listening. But the game is 2 truths and a lie. And the idea is that I'm going to read 3 statements about myself, and you have to figure out which one is the lie. Pretty simple, right? All right, so again, if you're commenting, if you're part of the chat, feel free to comment. This is really the only time that you should be commenting during this message. So here we go. When I was younger, my first real big boy job was working at a grocery store. Number 2, when I was younger, on Christmas morning, I had to go to the hospital and get stitches in my forehead. And number 3, I had trouble as a child pronouncing Tommy, and it sounded like tiny. And so my nickname growing up was Tiny Tommy. So I gave you about 5 seconds. You got to guess which one is the lie. This is like where we need some theme music or something. All right, you got it? Did you figure it out? The lie is Tiny Tommy. That was never my nickname growing up. I didn't really have a nickname growing up. I may have had problems pronouncing Tommy, I don't know, but either way, that was not my nickname. But tonight we are going to be focusing on the topic of truth. Now, in week 1 in this series called Jesus Is, we unpacked that Jesus is God. Last week, Renee did an amazing job of unpacking that Jesus is Savior. And you guessed it, tonight we're going to be unpacking that Jesus is truth. Now, truth is one of those interesting topics because a lot of people don't always agree on what's true. And some people might even say that truth doesn't even exist. That we say we know something to be true for ourselves, but it's not the same truth for somebody else. And the debate of truth is really one that's been going on for forever. And we're going to actually jump into our Bible and look at one where Pontius Pilate had to decide what is truth in order to either convict Jesus or set him free. And so if you have your Bibles, go ahead, turn to John chapter 18, and we're going to start in verse 28. I'm going to read this through, and then we're going to unpack it. All right, are you ready? Here we go. John chapter 18, starting in verse 28. Then they led Jesus from Caiaphas to the governor's headquarters. It was early morning. They did not enter the headquarters themselves, otherwise they would be defiled and unable to eat the Passover. So Pilate came out to them and said, "What charge do you bring against this man?" Do you like my Pilate voice? They answered him, "If this man weren't a criminal, we wouldn't have handed him over to you." Pilate told them, "You take him and judge him according to your law." "It's not legal for us to put anyone to death," the Jews declared. They said this so that Jesus' words might be fulfilled, indicating what kind of death he was going to die. Then Pilate went back into his headquarters, summoned Jesus, and said to him, "Are you the king of the Jews?" Jesus answered, "Are you asking this on your own, or have others told you about me?" "I'm not a Jew, am I?" Pilate replied. "Your own nation and the chief priests handed you over to me. What have you done?" "My kingdom is not of this world," said Jesus. "If my kingdom were of this world, my servants would fight so that I wouldn't be handed over to the Jews. But as it is, my kingdom is not from here." "You are a king then?" Pilate asks. "You say that I'm a king," Jesus replied. "I was born for this, and I have come into this world for this, to testify to the truth. Everyone who is of the truth listens to my voice." "What is truth?" said Pilate. After he had said this, he went out to the Jews again and told them, "I have found no grounds for charging him." So what does all this mean? So the Jews, the religious leaders, bring Jesus to Pilate because they want Jesus to die, and they can't execute him according to their law. They need to bring him before the Roman government authorities. And so now Pontius Pilate is in charge of trying to figure out, okay, what has Jesus actually done to deserve the punishment of death? And so he asks Jesus, "Are you a king?" And Jesus replies with a question, and then kind of just says, "Well, I'm a king, but not of this earth." And so Pilate's confused, right? Because Pilate is trying to figure out, is Jesus a threat to the Roman king? They have a king, and he wants to know, is Jesus actually a threat? Because if he is, then he does need to sentence him to death and take care of this. So Pilate's in all sorts of confusion, trying to figure out truth, and he answers at the end, or asks the question, what is truth? Now, he could have been sincerely asking what is truth. He could have been suggesting that there's no such thing as truth. It's hard to know exactly what Pilate was getting at in this moment, but it's still a good question. What is truth? But Jesus makes it clear. He says that he is truth, and that he came to show the world what truth is. That truth isn't just an idea, that truth is a person. Now, earlier in John chapter 14, Jesus is talking to his disciples about his plan and what's going to happen, because Jesus' disciples are a little bit confused, or a little bit scared, because Jesus, again, is upsetting a lot of religious leaders, and it's seeming like he is going to be imprisoned and sentenced to death, and the disciples were afraid of what that might look for them. And so they're talking to Jesus about this, and Jesus tells them this, John chapter 14, verse 6. Jesus says, "I'm the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." A little controversial, right? Jesus is saying that he is the way, he is the truth, and he is life, and that nobody can go to the Father except through him. Because a lot of people want more than one answer to things. People want more than one way to find a conclusion, and Jesus is saying that he is the only way. He is the truth, and that he is the only way for us to have a relationship with the Father. So who is Jesus? In his own words, Jesus is truth. And that's our big idea for tonight, that Jesus is truth. He gave us himself and invited us to get to know him, to understand and to find that truth. So what does this mean for us? You're like, okay, fine, Jesus is truth. How do I unpack that? What does that mean for me? Now, one last verse for you. John chapter 8, verse 30, starting in verse 31. Then Jesus said to the Jews who had believed in him, "If you continue in my word, you really are my disciples. You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." So what does that mean? What is the truth setting us free from? It's setting us free from the power of sin and death, from believing lies about God, about ourselves, about others. It's keeping us from things like guilt and anger and shame and fear and brokenness, unforgiveness, or anything else that keeps us captive, right? The truth sets us free from those things. And so there's a couple things that you need to think about tonight. One, the first question is, do you know Jesus? Do you know the truth that sets you free? Have you given yourself over to following after Jesus and his ways and recognizing that his ways are higher? And if you have, are you spending time in your Bible in this quarantine season when you have lots of time at home? Are you spending time getting to know the truth? Are you spending time getting to know Jesus? If you don't know Jesus, I encourage you, please, my cell phone will be up during the live chat. Text me, let me know you got some questions. I would love to process questions with you, but I would love to get you on a journey of knowing Jesus. I would love to get you committing to saying, yes, I want to follow Jesus. Praying to God, saying, God, I recognize that your ways are better than mine. I want to follow after you. I want to follow after Jesus. I want to follow the truth. Would you help lead me in that? And I promise you that your life will drastically change. The things that you feel that have been weighing you down, yes, those things are still going to exist, but you now have a relationship with the creator of the universe who can help you walk through those things, who can help point you to truth, who came on this earth and died a brutal death on a cross so that you could be set free from those things, so those things can't hold you captive. So I encourage you, please put your faith and trust in Jesus tonight and let somebody know. Text me. Let a leader know if you have a relationship with a leader already. And then we'll get you plugged in to maybe an SCG. We have some that are meeting over Zoom or Google Hangouts. We want to get you plugged in. And then when we can finally meet back in person, we'll get you plugged in face to face. And if you've already put your faith and trust in Jesus, if you're already a follower of Jesus, what is it that you need to be set free from? What is it that you're wrestling with that you need to say, God, please take this. Jesus, I am laying this at your feet. I want your truth to set me free from this. Because Jesus has the power to set you free. But you need to trust and obey and put your faith in him. Will you let the truth of Jesus set you free? Let me pray. Father, thank you again for this evening. Thank you for the students, the families, the parents, whoever is here watching. Thank you that they are here, that they are engaging with this on a Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. God, it is a crazy season that we find ourselves in. A lot of uncertainty, a lot of unknown. Some of us are feeling anxious more than others. Some of us feeling restless. God, I pray that you continue to just reveal your truth to us, that we continue to press in, seeking after you, seeking your ways, so that, God, that we can walk through this season and say, wow, we really grew closer to God in this. We had an opportunity and we really took advantage of that opportunity. God, I pray for people who are struggling that you just continue to surround them with your peace and your love and let them know that you got them. God, we give this night to you and pray that you are glorified. In your name we pray. Amen. Well, awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. Some great discussion happening during the end there. So please keep that going. If you guys want to process, you can see who the leaders are in this chat. We got Trudy, we got Alex, we got Kelsey, we got Brian, we got Kayla. You can reach out to any of them. I think I saw Shannon Lynn's in here. We got some Synergy Leader students in here. So there's so many people that we can keep the discussion going. And so appreciate your vulnerability. And as you guys share things, it's really cool. And yeah, trust is super hard. It is not an easy thing to do. And it is often an easy thing to have broken in your life too. And so it is one of those things that it does take faith to have. And it's one of those things that we just keep working on and keep building over time. And we never really get great at it. And it's funny because we think, oh yeah, we trust God in this. Like I have a really awesome experience where God blesses me with something financially. And I'm like, yes, God has totally got this figured out. And then a month goes by and I'm super stressed about finances again. And I forget what God had done in the past and how he's provides and takes care of us. And yet I lose that trust again. And so trust is one of those things that we just have to keep working on, even when it doesn't always make sense or seem like we got it figured out. Let me see. The last poll of the night before we head into trivia is this one. I waited a minute to post it because it was really random after the message. Yes, you're welcome. Thank you for saying that, people who are, wow. Yes, thank you. Appreciate it. Voting broke for me. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up. Let's see. Wow, yeah, you guys kept the discussion going. It was awesome. And that's what this whole thing is for. We can have fun. We can hang out. We can do goofy things like polls and trivia games and lip sync battles. But it's the discussions like we just had at the end of that really carry the weight of this, is why we want to do this, so that we can stay connected and work through just the basic things of life, the basic things of being a human and the complications that come with it. We're up to, I saw at one point we had 60 people tuned in. I think that was the highest that I saw so far. And so we're getting closer to that 100 mark. I think maybe if John Ruck gets like really excited about shaving his beard, he'll lower the number. But I think 100 is attainable. I mean, it'll take probably a couple weeks of letting people know and encouraging them to come and sign on. But I think we can get up to 100. I mean, we started with like 30 and now we already hit 60. And so I miss worship too. I do. Last week, we had Alex and a couple of the volunteers do a worship song on this, but it is hard to try to translate worship in this environment on a Wednesday night. It takes a lot of work doing it for Sunday mornings. And so to try to do it again on a Wednesday night just isn't where we're at right now. But I do miss worship. And if you're ever looking for worship suggestions, I'm happy to suggest songs. There are some incredible ones on YouTube or Spotify. I like sometimes doing YouTube because I like watching the videos that go along with it. John Ruck, I think it was like 8 weeks ago, introduced me to the one that Elevation put out with Carrie Job and her husband, Cody, I think, called The Blessing. Oh, so good. I think I've played that one 1,000 times. My son is obsessed, and I mean obsessed, with Waymaker. Yeah, we've listened to Waymaker more than I've listened to The Blessing, but it's awesome. I like the Passion version. My wife likes the Leland version. They're all good. And so if you, yep, I see that you love The Blessing. Drew does. Drew sings in the office next door. We keep a good distance away from each other, but I can still hear his beautiful voice serenading me through the walls. But guys, when we get back to meeting in person, worship we'll get right back in it. It's going to be awesome. I got some exciting ideas for when we can get back together live. Until then, just keep on doing your best to worship in home and wherever you can. And worship isn't always music. It's whatever you do that brings glory to God. And so if that's drawing for you, if that's going on a walk and thinking and reflecting on nature, awesome. Do those things and engage with God, and don't waste the season that you are in. Drawing helps with boredom. All right. If that helps with boredom, then by all means, keep drawing. You should play a video of your kids singing. I could do that. But it's like one of those things, like I just don't, we'll see. I don't know. I'll try to get them. So it's one of those things because I tried to do it, filming them, and then they don't want to do it. But then when I don't have the phone taking a video, then they want to do it. So that's why it's tricky, because there have been times where I've tried to get a video. I've even tried to like sneak it, or my wife's tried to like sneak the video up, and they notice it and they just stop singing. And I'm just like, okay. Yes, Gavin, I would love to do a comedy show. You can do one. I asked Ethan Pinkerton because he's always got some comedy in here. Yeah, by all means. You guys send me whatever you want. And if it's inappropriate, obviously I'm not going to play it. But if it's appropriate and it's within like a minute of length, I will play videos because I think it's awesome. Shannon, is that you that could sing, or is that Taylor that could sing, or both? Like, could you guys do a duet? I don't know. Maybe we should just maybe I'll Zoom call Zach, and he can just serenade us like the old days. I'll try to get my kids to sing a song. I'm just saying, don't hold your breath because it's complicated. Shannon, sing away. I'm terrible, but God doesn't care. That is true. Good encouragement there, Spencer. I only do hymns now, so, well, that's all right. You just have to explain what a hymn is probably to some of the students. All right, you guys, what's your email so I can share some lobby music? Oh, let me get that email up for you. Just give me 1 second. I have a link on here. Look at how nifty this program is. I could say it, but then you probably will forget it. All right, hold on, stand by. We're almost there. Because then we're going to get ready for trivia, so stick around, don't leave yet. Here comes my email so you guys can see that. And then you can send me emails if you have the videos that you want to do that way. Doctor, I'm sorry, but you suffer from maternal illness and only have 10 to live. Patient, what do you mean 10? 10 what? Months, weeks? Doctor, 9. I feel like this is setting up for a good joke, Ethan. Anyway, Evan, send me that music. If it's good, we'll get it plugged in. That was the joke. I know, I realized that at the end. That's why I kind of trailed off, because I was like, sorry, I kind of ruined that. I know. I butchered it. I recognize that. That's why I just kind of like teetered it off. Yeah. Also, send me shout out videos just saying, hey, what's up to each other. All right. It'll be good. All right, here, let's get ready for some trivia. I got to rearrange some things real quick on here. And let's see. Just talk amongst yourselves for a second. It's fine. All right, here we go. You guys ready for some trivia? I got some good questions in there, and I hope you paid attention to the message because I got some questions from the message in there as well. Delivery is everything. Zach, I know, all right? I thought we talked about public shaming, guys. I thought we said we weren't going to do that. All right? I made the mistake. I owned it. Okay, now let's move on. Leave me alone. My sister wants to go to a... Yeah, I know. I started the public shaming. I'm sorry. All right, you guys ready for trivia? Mine's already at 0. You got to comment your answer in the comments. Just 1, 2, 3, or 4. Don't type in the word. Just comment 1, 2, 3, or 4. I'm not sure what that is at the bottom there. Is that my email still? Let me get rid of that. There you go. Who painted the Sistine Chapel? Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, Pablo Picasso, or Raphael? Ooh, do you guys know the answer? I think Aubrey is like our reigning champ for trivia. She's been killing it almost every week. Also, if your strategy is to wait to see how everybody votes and then pick your vote at the end, you still won't win because it computes the fastest right answer as well. And so that is a strategy, but you won't win the prize. And we're doing first place, second place, and third place. All right, 1 through 3 based on what this tells me. Looks like you guys all got that one right. Nice. Started off with a good one. At least this one worked this week. Last week we did that Friends one and it didn't work right away. Unless Evan guessed number 1, but I'm not sure. What is radiation measured in? Gray, watt, decibel, Kelvin? I don't know. What do you think? I honestly wouldn't know the answer to this one. It's a tricky one. I think, what was it? Honestly, what is radiation even? I don't know. Okay, I kind of know that one. What is the answer? Gray, watt, decibel, or Kelvin? Make sure you get your answers in. It's computing. Oh, we had a bunch pick gray, and that was the right, but we had a lot of people pick the wrong. All right. I think this next question was one that was given to me by my brother, so I didn't fact check it, so we'll see. Which rapper just hosted a concert through the game Fortnite? Kanye West, Travis Scott, Drake, or Post Malone? Anybody know? Anybody play Fortnite? It didn't let you change your answer. I'm sorry. All right, it's not a perfect game. And if you're off by 1 in the end, let me know and we'll work something out. But the game is glitchy. And if you vote, try to vote the right answer the first time, you know, because then maybe you won't have to change your answer. All right, which rapper just hosted a concert through the game Fortnite? Who is it? It let Vivian change her answer. Okay, well, I thought he was a shoe designer. Oh, look at all you guys knew that one. Travis Scott. No one thought Post Malone. Is Post Malone considered a rapper? My brother told me yes, but I felt like, I don't know. He's kind of, is that considered the rap category? Okay, Kennedy. Oh, you guys are immediately saying yes. All right. All right. Who was the 45th president of the United States? Don't Google it. Donald Trump, Barack Obama, George Bush, Bill Clinton. Keep all your political views to yourself. Just answer the question. All right. We're not getting into politics here. We're just having some fun trivia. Sam, I don't think 12 is an option, although it's a good try, I guess. The 45th president of the United States. Who is it? I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't. I don't know which president we're on, but it is Donald Trump. He is the 45th president of the United States. Are we counting? I don't know. All right. This was like given to me by the internet, so I'm just trusting the internet. Madison, that is a great question, but I don't have the answer. What is the largest country in the world? Canada, China, Russia, or United States? We're going to count this one by square footage, all right, folks? Square footage. I don't know. The largest country in the world, what do you think it is? Or what do you know it is? Is it true? Can there be truth? What is truth? All I know is that I don't ever drink Mountain Dew anymore, except for last Wednesday and this Wednesday, and I feel like I'm going to start drinking Mountain Dew all the time because it's so delicious. Denver. Denver is, by its devotion to hymns, it's totally Canada. Oh, Russia. Russia is the largest country in the world. I'm really bad at geography, and I've told you guys a story, and I'm not going to retell that embarrassing story, but I'm really bad at geography. Brian, did you get one wrong? I thought you were like the trivia. This one goes out to Brian Wood, who got the Apple one last week, so I figured I'd throw this one in again. Which of these people was not a founder of Apple Incorporated? Steve Jobs, Jonathan Ive, Ronald Wayne, Steve Wozniak. We'll go with Wozniak. What's a bad? I don't even know what drinking all that Mountain Dew is a bad idea. Yeah, for sure it is, but it tastes so good. Craig Lehman is watching this and told me to quit touching my Corona face. I don't have Corona on my face, Craig. I've been staying quarantined and keeping safe and healthy. Okay. How bad are allergies though right now? Oh, number 2, Jonathan Ive. I wish I knew like where the standings were right now. Seriously though, allergies are so rough. I'm taking like 2 allergy pills a day, 1 in the morning and 1 at night, because it is just intense out there right now. What is the highest grossing film of all time without adjusting for inflation? Oh, that's a good caveat. Jurassic World, Avatar, Avengers Endgame, or the Titanic? This is a good one. I'm curious to see what you guys are going to pick. All right. A lot of you are divided on this one. I respect that. We're still over 55. This is pretty good. And last week I said I feel like I got the audio issues figured out. And for the most part, minus my little scare in the beginning that I don't even think it just probably left the screen black for you guys. I think it's been pretty smooth. No one's been texting me double audio. So I'm feeling pretty happy about that. Avengers was close, but it's Def Avatar. Sorry, Alex, it is Def Avengers Endgame. Yep, it is Avengers. Shocking. I thought it would have been Avatar. Avatar was so bad, or Avengers was so bad? What was the first feature-length computer animated movie? This is a good one. I like these questions tonight. They've been a good mix. Tron, Lion King, Toy Story, 101 Dalmatians. What do you guys think? You need to study for trivia. I know. I could never do trivia in real life because I'm so bad at it. Toy Story. Ah, it is like one of my all-time favorite movies. Whew. Lion King is what I would have guessed probably. But maybe that wasn't all computer animated. I think they were going for what was entirely computer animated. What color is the X in FedEx ground? Now that, you guys see a lot of FedEx trucks, I'm sure, but do you remember the color? Because I definitely do not. Red, light blue, orange, or green? Green seems to be a favorable vote. Orange seems also favorable. I feel like this has been a good trivia. I feel like a lot of you are not all getting the same answers, and so we should have a clear, defined winner. Also, I'm going to clarify. It's not first, second, and third if there's a clear first winner. It's only first, second, and third if there isn't a clear first place winner. I should throw that in there. Green is the answer. Oh, man. Brian Wood, what is happening to your trivia ability tonight? Man, I thought you were the trivia king. But I've seen green and blue ones. I don't order things. When someone is inexperienced, they are said to be what color? This one's funny because I just learned it, but it's funny. It's definitely yellow. You're definitely yellow if you're inexperienced. I'm going to touch my eye. Sorry, Craig. But it itched for a second. It's like once you told me I couldn't touch my face anymore, all I wanted to do was itch my face. Black isn't a color. Stop it, Sam. We've already been over this. The vote was in, and black is a color. Greenie from the Maze Runner. You won't like me when I'm angry. Green. If you are inexperienced, you are green. Also, side note, because I've scared so many people in my office now, I keep the door locked. Yeah, I do. Because I'm afraid that someone's going to try to scare me. I was afraid that Pastor Carl was going to be hiding under my desk when I got in here. Okay, that is supposed to be what? Again, typo, right? Because I typed this one in. What did Pastor Tommy do on his parents' roof? If you're paying attention to tonight's devotion, these last 5 are all from the devotional thought. So hopefully you are paying attention, because these should be a little easier then. Well, I can get these right, hopefully. I feel like actually if anyone were going to be hiding under my desk, it would be Drew. Drew or Carl, probably. Drew would probably be under the couch. What did Pastor Tom? Oh, Brian! Brian Wood, did you put sled? Oh my goodness. Kennedy, skateboard? You weren't paying attention either? Wow. Guys, that is... I don't even have words because I can't publicly shame. Where was Pastor Tommy's first job? An ice cream shop? The local pool, a grocery store, a hardware store. It wouldn't let me change it. Sorry, Kennedy. I'm sorry. Yell at YouTube. Wow, says Tommy. I know. It's just the words of my children when they get in trouble. I was just being silly, guys. Daddy, I was just being silly. It's like, well, you're still in trouble. You can't give away the answers, Tiffany. It was a grocery store. It was a grocery store. Only one wrong on that one. Craig, what are you saying to me right now? Where would Carl be? Carl, I have a desk right here. Carl could literally be under here. Now, obviously he's not, but not like always checking every hiding spot when I walk into a room. What book of the Bible did we read from tonight? Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John? Which book did we read from? How are you going to sleep tonight? I will sleep just fine. I think. I sleep okay, for being honest. It's not always great. It's not always bad. Just is what it is. Yeah, my desk it's actually facing sideways. It normally faces the door, but now it's sideways because I was trying to get a good angle for putting my little logo up behind me without having it be too distracting. So, fun facts about my office. John. Wow, you guys thought Luke? Oh my goodness. Wow. All right. You got to go back and rewatch that devotional, apparently. Spencer. Who did the Jews bring Jesus to? Pontius Pilate, King Herod, Pharisees, high priest. Is Herod spelled wrong? Can't tell. Like I said, spelling is always up for grabs. Doesn't mean it's the wrong answer. It just means I don't type things in correctly as I read them. So I did. Did I spell Herod right? Did I? Zach? Is that right? Thank you for remembering that, Evan. You guys all got number one. It should be Herod. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. All right. I did spell it wrong. Thank you, Brian, for giving me a helpful answer. What 3 big ideas have we covered so far in this series, the Jesus is ... series? Number 1, God, Lord, truth. Number 2, Lord, Savior, truth. Number 3, God, Lord, friend. Number 4, God, Savior, truth. I don't even know after reading all these. Whew. I can tell you that most of you are wrong right now. That's what I can tell you. That you're going to need to go back and rewatch the last few weeks. Carl, what are you saying right now? They're also similar. That's the point. God, Savior, truth is the correct one. Thank you to all of you down there who have been paying attention. Thank you. Asking for a friend. Nice, Drew. That's our next series in church. All right. Wow. Madison is our clearly defined winner, but the Hysteric girls all take the top. All right. There were 15 questions, and she got 13 out of 15 correct. Congratulations, Madison. You are the winner. Let's see. Jenna and Annika. Wow, you guys, the Hysteric girls. Now, Aubrey, you dropped down. This one wasn't in your I don't know, what do you call it, wheelhouse for trivia? Some people are better at like sports trivia or like entertainment trivia or celebrity trivia. I am bad at all types of trivia. Aubrey was trying to lose. Nice. Thank you for allowing someone else to be the winner. That is very very humble of you. All right, guys, that is all for tonight. Thank you for hanging out with me. Let me see here. How do I get rid of this trivia thing? And then we'll get the camera back up. I'll give you guys a quick tour of my office since you were asking about what it looks like since I turned my desk. All right. This is my messy couch, but that's where Pastor Drew could hide, right under there. This is my messy desk, which Pastor Carl is hiding. That's my nice lighting to make my face nice and lit. If you guys are all getting dizzy, so am I. And these are my bookshelves. And there is my son when he was like 4 months old. And check out this adorable photo, am I right? Look at her. Too precious. All right, that's my office. Thanks for hanging out with me. You guys are awesome. Until next time. Again, some fun segments happening next week, so make sure to tell your friends and tune back in. That's the mug I picked out. Yeah, I do love that. Can I play your song? Evan, I have to listen to it first, all right? And also, if you guys send me stuff, it can't be Wednesday at like 5 p.m. because I have to get everything set in, and it doesn't all load in quick. So anyway, I think the total for tonight was 60, and we're good. All right, love you guys. Talk to you soon.
You